California's winter has been unusually warm and dry, with temperatures soaring above average and barely a drop of rain in sight for weeks on end. This has left many residents and farmers to wonder if the rainy season was skipping us altogether, raising concerns about water supplies and the health of our crops. The landscape grew thirstier by the week, with fields turning dusty and plants wilting under the relentless sun. Memories of past droughts crept back in, reminding us of just how vulnerable California can be when the rain refuses to fall. But now, after weeks of waiting and watching the skies, everything is about to change in a big way. A dramatic shift in the weather is here, and it's arriving with force and urgency. A series of powerful storms is lined up in the Pacific, aimed straight at California, each one carrying the potential for significant impact. This isn't just a little rain, this is a major weather event, with downpours expected to drench cities and rural areas alike. The jet stream has dipped south, unlocking a torrent of Pacific moisture and steering it directly toward the Golden State. The entire state, from the foggy northern coast to the sun-baked Mexican border, is in the crosshairs of this atmospheric onslaught. Heavy rain, severe thunderstorms, and massive mountain snow are all on the way, promising a dramatic transformation of the landscape. Flooding concerns will rise in cities and towns, with local officials urging everyone to prepare for possible road closures and power outages. The mountains will see snow pile up by the foot, creating both a winter wonderland and dangerous travel conditions for anyone venturing into higher elevations. This is the kind of wild, unpredictable weather that truly defines a California winter, where sunshine can turn to storm in a matter of hours. It's a powerful reminder of how quickly things can change on the West Coast and how nature always has the final say. Everyone needs to be prepared for what's coming. Stock up on essentials, check your emergency plans, and look out for your neighbors. The calm is over, the storm is here, and it's bringing a new set of challenges for communities across the state. This week, California faces a true weather wake-up call, one that will test our readiness and resilience. The state's extremes are on full display, from parched earth to overflowing rivers, all within a matter of days. Get ready for a week that will test our resilience and remind us of nature's power, as communities come together to weather the storm. Stay alert, stay safe, and stay tuned as we track this unfolding story. Because in California, the weather can change everything in an instant. Winter is back, and it means business, bringing with it both hope for much-needed water and a reminder of the power of the natural world. This isn't just one storm, it's a relentless parade of three, each with its own unique punch and personality. California is bracing for a sequence of powerful weather events, one after another, with barely a pause to catch its breath. The first system arrived Sunday, softening the ground and priming the state for what's next. It brought steady rain and left the soil saturated, setting the stage for the storms to follow. Even as the first drops fell, communities knew this was just the beginning. The second storm, the main event, is hitting now, bringing the heaviest rain, strongest winds, and most mountain snow. This is the system meteorologists have been warning about, with the potential to break daily rainfall records and snarl travel across the state. This is when the risks are highest for millions across California. Urban flooding, power outages, and dangerous driving conditions are all in play as the storm intensifies. Packed with cold air and moisture, it's a high-impact event. The combination of wind, rain, and snow is testing the state's resilience, but the show isn't over. The atmosphere is still primed for more action. A third storm is set to arrive Thursday, targeting the Central Coast and Southern California. This final act could bring even more flooding and hazardous conditions to areas already hit hard. More rain, more snow, and prolonged flood risk. The timeline, Sunday's opener, Monday, Tuesday's powerhouse, and Thursday's finale, means the state faces a week of near-constant weather threats. Little time to dry out between waves means rising danger with each round. Emergency crews are on high alert, and residents are urged to stay vigilant. The ground grows more saturated, increasing flood and landslide risks. Rivers and creeks are swelling, and hillsides are becoming unstable. It's a classic atmospheric river setup, a conveyor belt of moisture aimed at our doorstep, delivering wave after wave of intense weather. California is in for a full week of wild back-to-back weather. From the coast to the mountains, every region will feel the impact. Each act brings new hazards and new challenges. First responders and local officials are working around the clock to keep people safe. The state must brace for impact, again and again. Preparation and caution are key as the storms keep coming. This is a weather drama in 3 acts, no intermission. Stay ready, stay informed, and take every warning seriously as California weathers this extraordinary week. These storms will drench California, bringing a dramatic shift in weather that will be felt from the coast to the mountains. The skies will darken, and the sound of rain will echo across cities and countryside alike. But some areas will be hit hardest, with rainfall totals and impacts varying widely across the state. Southern California and the Central Valley can expect 1 to 2 inches of rain, enough to trigger urban flooding, slick roads, and hazardous driving conditions. Commuters should be prepared for delays and reduced visibility. The central and northern coast will see even more, 2 to 4 inches in many spots, with some isolated areas possibly seeing higher amounts. Coastal communities should brace for persistent downpours and gusty winds. The ground, already saturated from previous storms, won't absorb much more. Water will quickly pool in low spots, and fields may become waterlogged. Flash floods, mudslides, and debris flows are real threats, especially near wildfire burn scars where the soil is loose and unstable. Even a short burst of heavy rain can trigger dangerous slides. The Sierra Nevada foothills are the bullseye for the heaviest rain, over 4 inches possible, with some mountain slopes at risk for even more. These areas are especially vulnerable to rapid runoff. Creeks and streams will rise fast, and low-lying areas face serious flood risk. Riverbanks may overflow, threatening homes and infrastructure nearby. Urban storm drains may be overwhelmed, flooding streets and intersections. City dwellers should watch for rapidly changing conditions and avoid unnecessary travel. Rural rivers could spill their banks, sending water across farmlands and into rural communities, disrupting daily life and agriculture. The combination of saturated soil and intense rain is a recipe for trouble, increasing the risk of landslides and property damage. Know your local flood risk and stay alert. Monitor weather updates and be ready to act quickly if warnings are issued. Never drive through flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. Even shallow water can be deceptively dangerous. This is a time for caution and preparedness. Gather emergency supplies, prepare sandbags if needed, and check on neighbors who may need help. The rain will be relentless, and the risks are real. Stay safe, stay informed, and be ready for whatever the storm brings. This isn't just about rain and snow. Severe thunderstorms are in the mix. On Monday, conditions were ripe for powerful storms, damaging winds, large hail, even isolated tornadoes. The northern Central Valley and coastal Southern California are the main risk zones. In the Sacramento Valley, unstable air triggered fast-developing storms. Gusty winds could knock down trees and cause power outages. In Southern California, millions face the threat of strong storms fueled by cold, unstable Pacific air. Main threats: damaging winds and hail, with a rare chance of tornadoes. These storms can turn dangerous in minutes. Stay weather aware and have a way to receive warnings. Severe weather is rare here, but this week it's a real possibility. Don't let your guard down. Be prepared for anything. Let's talk tornadoes, a rare but real threat this week. California doesn't see many, but Monday's setup was different. The Sacramento Valley and Los Angeles Basin were both at risk. Cold, spinning air and strong updrafts created the perfect environment for spin-up tornadoes. These aren't Midwest monsters, but even weak tornadoes can cause damage, especially in densely populated areas. In LA, a tornado could damage homes, flip cars, and down power lines. Forecasters urged vigilance, have multiple ways to get warnings, and be ready to take shelter. The Sacramento Valley faced similar risks, with open farmland and vulnerable communities. The key: pay attention to weather alerts and act fast if a warning is issued. If a tornado warning comes, get to a small interior room on the lowest floor. Even a brief tornado can be dangerous. California's rare tornado threat is a reminder to stay alert. Severe weather can happen here too. Don't ignore the warnings. Be ready to act. Safety first. While the lowlands brace for rain, the Sierra Nevada is about to be buried in snow. 4 to 8 feet of new snow is expected by Wednesday. Feet, not inches. Snow levels will drop to around 4,000 feet, blanketing mountain communities. By week's end, some peaks could see up to 12 feet, enough to change the season's outlook. This is a game-changer for California's water supply. The snowpack acts as a natural reservoir, slowly releasing water through spring and summer. Before these storms, the snowpack was well below average. Now it's getting a massive boost, easing drought concerns and filling reservoirs. Ski resorts will celebrate, but the real win is water security for millions. A healthy snowpack is our best defense against drought. Travel may be tough, but the long-term benefits are huge. This is the winter storm California needed. Travel will be a nightmare, especially in the mountains. All Sierra passes, including I-80 over Donner Pass, face blizzard conditions and likely closures. Whiteouts and heavy snow will make driving dangerous or impossible. Caltrans will battle to keep roads open, but closures are expected. If you must travel, be prepared for long delays or being stranded. Bring chains, emergency supplies, and check conditions before leaving. Further south, routes like Highway 50 will also be buried and likely closed. Even outside the mountains, heavy rain will flood roads and create hazardous driving. Hydroplaning and strong winds will make travel risky for everyone. The best advice: limit travel, check road conditions, and never cross closed or flooded roads. Stay home if you can. This week, safety comes first. Don't risk it for a shortcut. The storm will test every traveler. One of the wildest sights this week: snow in Southern California's low elevations. Cold air will drop snow levels to 2,000 to 3,000 feet. The Grapevine on I-5 could see its first real snow of the season, causing major traffic chaos. Chain controls and closures are likely, with backups for miles. Local mountains around LA will get a rare, beautiful coating of white. Even some foothill communities may see flakes, a rare treat for Southern Californians. Snow at these elevations is unusual and requires a very cold storm. It's a shock for residents used to mild winters, but also a source of wonder. The weather is changing fast, and every corner of the state will feel it. This is a winter to remember. Despite the chaos, this stormy week is a blessing for California. Before the storms, water levels and snowpack were dangerously low. Now reservoirs are refilling and the ground is soaking up much-needed moisture. The rain and snow are erasing the deficit and easing drought fears. The Sierra snowpack, our biggest reservoir, is getting a massive boost. This snow will melt slowly, feeding rivers and reservoirs through the dry months. A deep snowpack is the key to water security for farms, cities, and forests. So as you watch the rain and snow fall, remember, this is the water that sustains California. The storms may be messy, but they're essential. This wild week is a gift, one that will keep the Golden State thriving. California's future depends on storms like these.